Hello everybody, thanks for joining. We will start very soon. Hi WL, you're the first one to comment again. Hi Ian Zhang. Hello Royce. Yen Boon, that's your father's account, right? You are Justin, correct? Hi Sukuna. Okay, Crazy Boy used to be an A grader. I see, so you graduated already? Hi Wee Chong. Oh, Wee Chong, you're Justin. Oh, sorry, mixed up your usernames. I see. Yeah, correct. Yes, Wee Chong is your father's account, right? But you are called Justin. Okay. No, today there's no Kahoot. Okay, everybody give me a while, okay? Let me try to reconnect the screen. Farzi, the sound is uh not very loud, is it? Cannot hear properly. The rest of you, is the volume okay? How's the volume, everybody? Volume is okay, is it? Alright. Yeah, hi Asher. Okay, I'm not sure why the screen decided to disconnect. Okay, so I'm trying to connect it back. Give me a while. In the meantime, today is Valentine's Day, right? Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Cannot hear. Some of you cannot hear. But some of you can hear though. Yeah. Okay, that's odd. Okay, so I think most of you can hear. That's good. Yes, happy Valentine's Day. Okay, yeah, good. The screen managed to reconnect. Okay, so I will try to speak louder. Yes, user 745, happy Valentine's Day to you as well. And thank you for remembering my name. Justin, happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so today we are doing a worksheet on P5 math. Okay, so still the same semester 1 practice. Juan, no, there's no Kahoot today. Yep. Okay, let's begin. So here's the first question. Can you guys try it first? Very simple. What is the value of the digit 8 in this number? Yes, Justin, I'm teacher Felicia. Do I have a Valentine? Yeah. Okay, let's see your answers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, so your answers are all correct. Let's go through this. Okay, so for the digit 8, it is in the millions place. So the value of it will be 8 million. Okay, so that will be option 4. Okay, so very simple first question. Second question, you guys can try as well. Also very simple, you don't need to do any calculation. Yes, WL, today's one is for P5. P5 math. Gerald, are you sure that's the answer? Asher, no, today no Kahoot. Okay, can. So I see most of your answers are correct. Let's go through this. What is 4,016,010? Okay, so I'm going to add them one by one. 4 million. Remember that million has 6 zeros behind it. You add it to 16,000 and then you plus 10. Okay, so once you add it, you will get option 3 as the answer. Yeah, so most of you got correct. Good job. Yes, WL, I saw your answer. Let's try question 3. Okay, so again, your answers, please. Today's questions are quite simple at the front, but we have some tricky questions at the back, okay? So make sure you pay attention later at the back. Okay, continue sending in your answers. Oh, Yuxing, you type out the full answer. Most people just send in the MCQ answer. Okay, so I'm seeing correct answers. Let's go through this. You're taking 500,000 plus 1,000 plus 309. Okay, so this will be 501,309, option 2. Quite simple. Okay, so all of you got it right. Good job. Shall we move on to the next page? Hi Cash, is you again? Yes. Nobody copying the first page, yeah? Then let's move on. Okay, so question 4, you are asked to find the product of 7 over 4 and 2/3. So what does the keyword product mean? Let me know in the chat. The keyword is product. What does it mean? Okay, so Alex says product means multiply. Gerald says times. Yeah, okay, that's both correct. Times. So I will use 7 over 4 times 2/3. Now over here you can cross cancel. Which two numbers can you cross cancel? All of you are sending me the answers already. Okay, Rainer says you can cross cancel the digit 4 and digit 2. Yes, correct. Let's do that. So I will have 2 and 1 after I cross cancel. Then now we can simply multiply. Multiply your numerator, you will get 7. Denominator, you will get 6. So you notice that you have a mixed number, 7 over 6. Sorry, you have an improper fraction, 7 over 6, which you have to change into a mixed number. Okay, so yes, user 745 says that as a mixed number, it is 1 whole 1 6. Option 3 is the answer. Yeah, so this one, most of you did get it right. Good job. Let me see your answers. Oh, Heidi, I saw your answer. Good to see you again, Heidi. It's been a while. How have you been doing? Yan Zhang got it right also, right? Okay, let's try the next question. You guys can try the next question, okay? Pom Pom, what do you mean by am I the new intern? I'm not an intern. Do I look young enough to be an intern? Okay, continue sending in your answers. Okay, last 30 seconds for you to send in your answers. Sidler, I think you gotta try again, huh? Anyone else want to share your answer? Okay, yes, Yu Xing, now you send the MCQ option. Okay, good. So most of you are correct. Let's go through this. 3/8 of 136 students wear spectacles. So how many students wear spectacles? So in math, the keyword of means multiply. All I need to do is to multiply this. 3/8 times 136. That will give me the number of students who wear spectacles. Okay, so over here you can cross cancel again, right? Let's cross cancel 8 and 136. What numbers will you get once you cross cancel this? Let me know in the chat. Felix, you're not too sure, is it? Okay. Yes, Yan Zhang, you're correct. Good. So, when you cross cancel, 8 becomes 1, and then 136 divided by 8 gives you exactly 17. Yeah. So, Justin, Anantara, that's correct also. So after I cross cancel, then I'm going to multiply my numerator. 3 times 17 is 51. Your denominator is just 1, okay? So the answer is 51. This is option 3. Yes, Brian, your answer is correct. Good. For this question, if you want to use units, you can use units also. So for example, you can say that 8 units equals to 136. Then you find 1 unit, then you find 3 units. That is also correct. WL, can you use calculator, is it? Cannot let, because this is MCQ. So you have to do manual calculation. Alright, so up to you whether you prefer to use this multiplication of fraction or units. Both are correct. This is P5 math, okay, for today. For those of you who are asking, P5 math. Let's move on to our short answer question. Can you guys try question 6 now? Audrey, no, today no Kahoot. Yeah, Justin, today we move quite fast, right? It's already section B. Okay, so please send in your answers. Let me take a look at the chat. Okay, so Yan, Zhang, Ryan, both of you have the same answer. Anyone else? Let's see. Okay. Most of you have the same answer. Okay, last 10 seconds, please send in your answers. Belinda, yes, I'm teacher Felicia, yes. Okay, yes, WL. I saw your answer. Right, Okay, let's go through this. You are given a fraction 2 over 9. You want to express it as a decimal. You're supposed to correct your answer to 2 decimal places. So when we want to change it from a fraction to a decimal, usually your denominator got to be either 10, 100 or 1000. But in this case, 9 cannot be changed into 10, 100 or 1000. So no choice, you have to use long division for this question. Okay, so let's do long division. So 2 over 9 is actually 2 divided by 9. So let's do 2 divided by 9. Gerald, no, it's not 0.29. You have to do calculation for this question, okay? So I'm going to put my decimal place, okay, then create a 0. So I'll take it as if it's 20 divided by 9. So I'll put 2 on top, I minus 18, I get 2. Create another 0, bring it down, then you notice it's 2 again on top. And then it just kind of repeats, right? So you will get 0.222. Okay, so you can stop there. 0.222, then you are going to round it to 2 decimal places. Are you going to round up or down for this? Do you round up or down? Yes, Yanbun, for this one, it will continue on and on. 0.22222 on and on. Yep. Okay, yes, round down for this, round down. So when you round down, you'll get 0.22 as the answer, which most of you got correct. Yes, Alvin, less than 5, so you round down. That's correct. So one thing to take note, if the question asks you to round it to 2 decimal place, make sure you have 3 decimal place first, then you stop dividing. You need 3 decimal place in order to round it to 2 decimal place, okay? So don't just stop at 2 decimal place. Rizal, you got it now? Okay, that's great. Yixing, when is the live gonna launch again? Friday. Yeah, next Friday we will have live again. Okay, so for now, primary math is on every Friday, but we will change our schedule soon. We will update you guys, okay? All the subjects, we are gonna change our schedule very soon. So next time it won't be on Fridays anymore. Okay, bye-bye, Yixing. See you next time. Everybody, let's try the next question. Question 7. Okay, let's see your answers in the chat box. Okay, so Alvin, you give me an answer as a decimal, is it? But you notice that for this question, they actually give you a fraction, right? So do you think the answer should be as a decimal? Yeah, and furthermore, they did state that they want a mixed number. Okay, so if you give a decimal, cannot. Your final answer must be a mixed number. Juan, you might want to try again, your answer. We do have physical classes. Okay, at all our A grader center, we have physical classes. We also have online classes for primary math, which is on Saturdays. Okay, so most of you have sent in the answer. Let us go through this. The length of a rectangular field is 12 meters. The breadth is 7 over 5 meters. Find the area of the field. So you need to remember what's the formula for area of a triangle. Area of a triangle will be length times breadth. So the length is 12. You multiply the breadth, 7 over 5. Okay, so for 12, I will write it as 12 over 1. For these numbers over here, can you cross cancel anything? What do you guys think? Can you cross cancel? Rain, yes, we are the tuition agency, so of course we have classes. Yeah. Brian, cannot cross cancel. Yeah. So if you cannot cross cancel, then you just multiply directly, okay? So 12 times 7 will give you 84. Your denominator is 1 times 5, which is 5. Okay, Yan Zhang, see you next time. Oh, Alvin, length times breadth times height. That one is for finding volume. We're finding area in this case, so it's just length times breadth. Rain, you need to look at the numbers whether it can cross cancel or not. Yeah, so sometimes you cannot cross cancel, sometimes you can. You need to see whether there are common factors. All right, so I have an improper fraction over here. You change it to a mixed number, which is 16/4. So that's your final answer. A mixed number in the simplest form. Okay, I think most of you did get this correct just now. For the next question, we will need to do quite a lot of calculations. Yeah. Rain, do you need to draw model for this? No, this question no need model. Yeah. Gerald, you got 16/4, is it? If you got 16/4, then it's correct. Okay, we have a question. Let's see. Shiny Megagron, okay, asks how to change a improper fraction to mixed number, right? I think that's what you're trying to ask. Okay, so I will show you. You can actually use long division to change 84/5 into a mixed number. So 84/5 is 84 divided by 5. So I will just do my normal division like this. Okay, sorry, let me rewrite that. Okay, yeah, so you can use long division. Then 16, your quotient is actually your whole number, so that's why it's 16 whole. Then 4, which is your remainder, is actually your numerator. So that's why your numerator is 4. Then your denominator stays the same as 5. Can? Okay, so that's how you change improper fraction into a mixed number. For those of you who kind of forgot how to do that. Yeah, okay, so Shiny Megagron, yeah, hope that answered your question. Anyone else has questions for this one? Question 7, any other questions? Well, are we good to move on? Rain, is model important for questions? Depends, Rain. Some questions we will use a model, some questions you don't need model. Yep, it depends on the question. So for this one, we don't need model, we just straight away multiply. Okay, good. Let us move on. Okay, so this question, I think it is quite interesting. So Mr. Lee wrote an equation on the whiteboard. There are 3 boys, Ali, Ben, and Camden, who added brackets to form new equations. Okay, so you can see that Ali, Ben, and Camden, each of them added brackets at different position. So over here, who gives the smallest answer and what is the answer to his equation? So for this one, you need to calculate, okay, for each of them. That's what I would suggest. So I'm going to split this page into 3 sections, okay, one for each boy. Okay, so Ali will be on the left, Ben will be in the middle, and Camden will be at the right hand side. Okay. Can you use a calculator for this question? No, because this is section B. Section B cannot use calculator. Okay, so you got to do your own manual calculation. So those of you who are attempting this, I give you some time to try. Okay, so Shiny Megagron, you start with what's in the bracket first. Is that right? Yes. Okay, start with the bracket first. For this question, you need to use the acronym BODMAS. You should have learned this in school. B stands for bracket. So yes, you should start with anything that's in the bracket first. Brian, happy Valentine's Day to you as well, to all of you, okay? I'm going to copy down what each of them came up with. Okay, then later we solve one by one. By the way, our worksheets, you can download our worksheets in our link in bio. So next time you can print out the worksheets, then you can do the worksheet beforehand. Alvin, are you sure it's Camden? Is it Camden? Are you sure? Okay. Anyone else has answers? Or are you still trying to calculate one by one? Maybe I start calculating for Ali, okay? Let's look at Ali. So I'm going to do whatever is in the bracket for Ali, which is 9. So after that, you should do the division and the multiplication first. I will do 36 divided by 9 next. Okay, after that, do the multiplication, which is 4 times 5. And then finally, you do the minus. So for Ali, it's actually 64. Okay, yes, WL64 is for Ali, that's correct. Justin, you're still trying the question, is it? Gerald, Gerald, are you sure it's Ali? Have you tried doing for the other two, Ben and Camden? You gotta check everybody, you know, before you decide on the answer. Okay, let's move on to Ben. So for Ben, again, I'm going to do the bracket first. 84 minus 36, which is 48. After which, you can do the division. 48 divided by 3 is 16. Next, you should do the multiplication, which is 6 times 5, that's 30. Okay, so the last step is to add it up. Ben is 46. Rain, you use calculator in section C. We are still in section B. Okay? So far, Ben has the smallest answer, but you got to check Camden to confirm your answer. Let's do for Camden. Okay, so again, let's do the bracket, which is 6 times 5, that's 30. After that, do the division. 36 divided by 3 is 12. Okay, so do the minus next. That will give you 72. And then do the addition. That will be 102. WL, your answer is quite close. It's 102, right? Yeah, 102. Darius, you still think it's Camden, is it? But I thought the question is asking you for the smallest. So smallest, isn't it Ben? Because Ben is 46. Okay, so that's your answer for this question. It is Ben, and he got 46 in his equation. Okay, so this question is actually not difficult, just that it's a bit troublesome to do 3 different types of working. Any questions for this page? Anyone has questions? Otherwise, I think it's a good time to take our 5 minutes break, right? Because it's halfway through the lesson now. Yeah, okay, so let's take a 5 minutes break. Those of you who need to use the restroom, you can do so. Okay, the rest of us, we can just chit chat, okay? Asher, you eating hot pot? That's nice. You eating hot pot. At home, right? Or outside? I had hot pot yesterday too. Okay, user 745, you don't know how to do the last two questions, is it? Don't worry. We will go through later, okay? You have any questions, you can ask later when we go through. I would say today's questions are a bit more tricky. So it's okay if you don't know how to do some of the questions. WL, how come February no school holiday? You have to ask MOE. Next month then got holiday, right? March holiday, which is 1 week. Royce, yes, I do. Rain, do statements give you marks? Yes, of course. Working statements will give you marks, especially in section C. Rain, what do you mean? You meant the last statement? What do you mean by the last statement? After I do the equation, the last step, is it? Yeah, Rain. So all of these workings on the screen, yes, these are considered working statements. Yes, you will get some working marks for this. Okay. So you mean like Ben has the smallest answer, is it? Yeah, of course. So this is your final answer mark. You will be awarded marks for this, of course. Justin, why are you spamming me? Yes, Yenbun, it's break time now. Oh, after this, I think we only have 3 questions, is it? Let me see. Yeah, we only have 3 pages after this, so it should be quite fast. Danish, no, today no Kahoot. We just had Kahoot last week, didn't we? Oh, if got time, you want Kahoot, is it? Cannot so random. I never prepare the Kahoot. It's not today, not today. Yeah. Rain, do they give marks if you draw a model? Okay. Usually model you don't get marks, but you draw the model so that you can understand the question better, so that you can write the working statements and the equations based on the model. So that's where you get the marks, okay, Rain? The model itself does not give you marks. But sometimes it is hard for you to come up with the working statement if you don't draw the model, because you cannot visualize what sort of workings to do if you don't have the model. Gerald, when is Kahoot, is it? For primary math, a few more weeks, not so soon. Because remember, we rotate amongst the subjects. So math just had it last week. So it's not gonna be our turn again so soon. Foxy, no, this is P5. Yeah, today we're doing P5 math. Okay, so this is an interesting question. Xiao Ping asks, if you use algebra instead of model, is that acceptable? Yes, it is. If you use algebra to solve the question correctly, you should be given the same marks. No issue with that. Yes, Asher, you have a question? Yes, you're right, Asher. Algebra is not a P5 topic. Yes, correct. You do learn algebra in P6, but some students actually learn the topics beforehand. So Asher, to stay safe, of course, you try not to use algebra when you're still in P5. Try not to. Does P5 have PSLE? No, don't have P6. P6 then you get you have PSLE. Okay. Okay, so I think we can move on. It's 7:35. You guys should be back from your break already. This question I think is quite tricky. I'm going to read the question, okay? The diagram below shows three cards, A, B, and C, lying face down. Each card has a different two-digit number, and they have been arranged in increasing order from left to right. The sum of card B and C is 140. The sum of card A and B is 100. What is the smallest possible value of card A? Okay. Can you guys try this? Or those of you who have already tried it beforehand, do you have an answer for this? I would say this is one of the more difficult questions we have seen in the past month. Let's see if anybody managed to get the correct answer. Yeah, this question is quite hard. Yes, I agree. Okay, so some of you say 60, some of you say 40. Okay, anyone else has answers? Matt says 30, 50, 60. Okay, so 40. Okay. So most of you have different answers for this, huh? Okay, so far I have not seen the correct answer yet. Yes, Rain, this question is quite difficult. Yen Boon. Okay. Okay, Yen Boon, I saw your answer. WL, you have the same answer as Yen Boon. Alright, so let me go through the first part of the question. In this question, I will draw for you a model first to help with your understanding, okay? But it is actually not compulsory to draw a model. So I'm going to draw a model for card B and C. B and C together is 140. And then I'm going to draw a model for B and A as well. So B and A, their sum is 100. Now, based on this model, can you guys tell me what is the difference in card A and B? Risk, yes, this is P5. Rain, of course, is good if your models are neat. Yeah. Okay, user 745, yes, correct. 140 minus 100, you get 40 as the difference between between A and C. Okay, good. So that's our first step to understand the question. Let's write it down. Difference between A and C is 40. Okay, now another very important thing is that these numbers are two-digit numbers. Okay, so the smallest two-digit number is 10. So I'm going to let A be 10 first, which is the smallest two-digit number. So if A is 10, then the difference with C is 40. That means that C is 40 more than 10. So C would be 50. Now, how do you find B? Remember that B and C have a sum of 140. So I can use 140 minus 50 to get B. B is 90. So do you guys think this is the correct combination of numbers? Yes or no? And why or why not? Okay, so WL says no, this is not the correct combination of numbers. Why? Because the question told you that your numbers must be in increasing order. So it must be from smallest to largest. That means 90 cannot be in the middle, right? Because this arrangement is not smallest to largest. Yeah, so C should be your largest number. Okay, so your first combination is not correct. So it's a bit like guess and check. Then I'm going to try another number. Maybe I try 20 this time for A. Okay, then to find C, you need to plus 40. So C will be 60. And then how do you get B? You use 140 minus 60. B is 80. So is this combination correct or not? What do you guys think? Still wrong. Okay, because it is still not in increasing order. So then you got to try again. Okay, let's try 30 this time. To get C, I will add 40, so C is 70. And then 140 minus 70, B will be 70 also. What about this combination? Is it correct now? Still not correct. Yeah, still not correct. Because B and C cannot be the same number. They are different numbers. But are we close to the answer? What do you guys think? Are we getting closer and closer to the answer already? Yeah, we're getting closer. Okay, so since we're getting closer to the answer, then my next combination, I'm not going to do 40. Okay, so we just do 31 next. Because we are very close to the answer already, so we don't skip to 40. Okay, so now how do I get C? C is 31 plus 40, which is 71. Then you use 140 minus 71. You will get B. Okay, now look at this combination of numbers. Do you guys think it's correct now? Okay. Justin says, Riz also says it's correct. Yeah, so it's finally correct, right? Because this is in increasing order now. Okay, so yes, this is your correct combination. So the question is asking you for cut A. Cut A is 31. That's your answer. Okay, so we have a question. Are there other methods not using guess and check? Um, I don't think so. For this question, yeah, you have to do guess and check, but do it in a logical manner. Then it shouldn't take too long. Yes, Rain, you can do that. But usually they will give you the blank. They will, most of your exam paper will give you the blank to write the final answer. Yeah, don't worry too much about it. Why, Justin? The next question is crazy. Really? Is the next question crazy? Okay, shall we look at the next question? Can I check, is anybody copying this question first before I move on? Anybody needs this page? Josephine, thank you. Happy Valentine's to you as well. Yembun, 10B is difficult, is it? Okay, let's look at the next question. We are at section C now, our problem sums. Okay, so everybody needs to focus, okay, for this question because it is a bit tricky. So over here, you see a table with 7 columns. It is filled with numbers in a certain pattern. The first 6 rows are shown below. Gerald, yes, you can use calculator for this question onwards. And yes, Josephine, this does look like Snake and Ladder, for those of you who have played Snake and Ladder, the game before. Thank you, Sukuna. Happy Valentine's to you as well. Rain, can this be tested in P5? Yes, of course. This is a P5 level question. Okay, so for part A, what is the missing number represented by Y in row 7? Okay, guys, can you take a look at the numbers in the table? Do you notice anything special about any of these columns? Column A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Any column that looks a bit special? Or you notice a pattern going on in any of these columns? There's one special column, right? Which column is it? Okay, good. So Royce says column G. Very good. Let's take a look at column G. What's so special about column G? You see 7, 21, 35. So all of this is your 7 times table, isn't it? So column G is specially for your 7 times table. Yes, Royce, that's correct. Yeah, multiples of 7, that's correct as well. Okay, so actually it's 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, then 49. Okay, so you can see that Z is 49. So then you can work backwards towards Y. Okay, so you'll have 48 and then 47. So Y is actually 47. That's your answer. Okay, WL says that the even numbers are covered. Yes, you are right. You are right. Everybody got it? Okay, so look out for column G. Column G is the special one for your 7 times table. So for part B and part C, I will also make use of column G. Yeah, this question is quite tricky. Rain, yes, of course you can copy the answer if you have our worksheet printed out. Okay, what about part B? Which row and column will the number 114 be in? Anybody has the answer for that? Anybody? Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I spot the correct answer. So far, I have not seen the correct answer yet. You can continue sending in your answers. So remember, you need to use column G, which is your 7 times table. Yenbun, are you sure it's column G? Okay. I see the correct answer already. Good. So I'm going to go through. Okay? So I will use 114 and then I divide by 7. Okay, so what is 114 divided by 7? Let me know. 114 divided by 7. What do you guys get? What's 114 divided by 7? Okay, Rain, maybe I just zoom out a bit, okay? Like that. So I think you should be able to see now. Okay, thank you. 16, remainder 2. Okay, 16 remainder 2. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so 16 remainder 2 means that you are in row 16. Okay, then your remainder 2. Remainder 2, so starting from column G, you need to go 2 columns. So from column G, you need to go back to column A, then column A, then column B. Okay, so let me write here A, then B. Okay, but you notice that when you go to A and B, you are going to the next row already. Yeah, okay, so this 16 row, you got to plus 1, 17. Okay, so this is row 17, and then the column is B. Yeah, so I think a few of you did manage to get this correct. At the start, nobody got it correct. After that, then got a few correct. Yeah. Okay, so this is very, very tricky, this question. Now, how about the last one, part C? What number will be in row 20, column F? You guys can try this. What do you think the answer is? Okay, so Tang says it's 139. Okay, so a few of you are saying it's 139. Okay, Rain, I zoom out a little bit more, okay? Okay, so again, we're gonna use the 7 times table. So for row 20, I will use 20 times 7, which is 140. Okay, so 140 will be column G. Okay, but the question is not asking you for column G, right? They're asking you for column F. So F is one column before G. So if 140 is in column G, you want to go backwards to column F, you need to minus 1. Okay, because it is in the column before it, just before it, so you minus 1. So yes, most of you are correct. 139 is the answer. Okay, so part C is not as difficult as part B. Part B honestly is quite tough. Everybody okay? After this, we got one last question, but the next question is not as difficult as this one. Anybody still copying this, or can I move on? Rain, are you still copying this? Yeah, Rain, you're still copying, right? Okay. User 745, you're done. Okay. User 745, is this the question that you were having some trouble with just now? You were saying that you found 2 questions difficult, right? Was it this question? Rain, can you let me know when you are done copying so that I can move on? Sukuna, why you send that bone emoji? Does it mean that this question is very tough? Okay, I'm gonna zoom in again. Let's look at our last question. In a shop, masks are sold in boxes. So a box of 6 adult masks costs $5. A box of 8 children masks costs $6. Mrs. Neo bought an equal number of adult and children mask, she spent $32 more on the adult mask. So how many adult masks did she buy? For this question, you need to use a concept. Anybody can tell me what concept you should use for this question? Oh, WL says ratio. Ratio. Ratio is not exactly a concept. Ratio is a topic. But good try, good try. Yen Boon, what is the concept we're supposed to use? User 745, fraction is a topic, not a concept. Concept will be things like guess and check, assumption, these are called concepts. Okay, so for this question, we are actually using grouping. Now I'm going to focus on the equal number of masks first. So how do I make them the same number? 6 and 8, I need it to be the same number. So actually, let's start off by finding the lowest common multiple of 6 and 8. Which is, what is the lowest common multiple of 6 and 8? Let me know in the chat. WL says 24. Yeah, that's correct, 24. Okay, so I'm going to find 24 adult masks. So how do you do that? To go from 6 to 24, you need to times 4. So that means that your 24 adult mask is $20. Oh, Royce, zoom out a bit, is it? Can. There we go. Okay, now we do the same for the children mask. I need to find 24 children masks. How much will that be? Okay, so for this one, you need to times 3. WL, you're correct. This should be $18 for the children mask. So you need to make sure that the adult and the children mask is the same number first, which is 24. Okay? Next, she spent $32 more on the adult mask as compared to the children mask. So this is actually talking about the difference. So now I'm going to find the difference, okay? What is the difference of one group? The keyword difference means minus, so I will use 20 minus 18, which is $2. So for every group, the difference is $2. Now, however, the actual difference is not only $2, right? The actual difference is $32. So how many groups did she buy? It's not one group. How many groups did she buy? PY, are you sure it is 32 times 2? The asterisk means times, is it? Is it 32 times 2? Divide, yes, correct. Okay, so you use the actual difference, divide by the difference of one group. That tells you that there's actually 16 groups that she bought. So your last step, how many adult masks did she buy? One group has 24 adult masks. So if she buys 16 groups, that will be 16 times 24 adult masks. Okay, so your final answer here is 384. I think one of you got it correct just now. Yes, Yembun, I think it was you who got it correct. Okay, so this is how you use grouping to solve a problem sum. And grouping is actually very, very common. Okay, this is our last question, right? Just nice, it's 7:59. Yes, WL, answer is 384. Okay, so thank you everybody for participating today. You guys answered many questions. Good job. And you also asked many questions, which is good. WL, can you use ratio here? Ratio. But this question technically is not really testing you on ratio. Yeah. Okay, when are we doing P6, is it? Next week. This week we'll do P5, next week we'll do P6. Okay, so we alternate. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, user 745. You're very tired in school, right? Yeah. Okay, so thanks for tuning in to all our lives and hopefully it's useful. Okay, so I will see y'all next week. Okay? Same time, 7 o'clock. Bye bye. See y'all next week and have a good Valentine's Day. Bye bye. Okay, enjoy your Valentine's Day, everybody. Bye. See you next week.